Oh, it's on. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm just a little lightheaded from all the sun I got this weekend. You know, it's a really funny thing happened. So I was on vacation for the last week, the nice mountain northern lake in Quebec, and I ran into some people. They weren't really people I would have thought I would have ran into anywhere near there. But I ran into some of Jessica Kent's family members. It was crazy. Here, check it out. It honestly is just amazing how small of a world it really is that we all live in, isn't it? Anyways, I enjoyed my time up north, but now I'm back at it here to keep these clowns under control and keep mediating their horrible situations. We got 20 minutes of Jessica Kent lying and BSing in this video, and we're going to react to it. I thought it'd be a fun way to come back into this topic, coming back from vacation. Also, the day after this releases, so the next day, I will have some more 1090J content scheduled to release, and either the Monday or Tuesday after this, I will have some more highly produced Methica Kent content coming out then. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit a like and a subscription if you haven't already. And if you really want to follow my content, make sure you tap the bell and hit all so you get notified every time I drop a video and not just 1 out of 10. And if you really, really want to support, hit that join button. Don't feel pressured. Anyways, we got 20 minutes of Methica Fent making a fool of herself. Let's go.
About going to prison. I don't think I'm tough because I went to prison. I just want to say that I'm not glorifying or glamorizing going to jail or prison. There's nothing cool, fun, or funny about it.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better bitches, better money, my clothes better, my shoes better, I work harder.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, see how it says 5 years here? She ain't do 5 years. She did like what, two and a bit, and none of it was like all together. She did like 6 months here, 9 months there, and then a little bit there. Wasn't it that? And you on this show capping all these people and pretending that's cool. I guess it's cool to pretend we went to prison for longer than what we did.
That dude looks like he'd be a great accountant. I look like I could probably break into your house or like roll a blunt or something, you know? Like,
because you look like you're the type who would break into a house, find some weed, and stay to roll a blunt and get caught because you thought it was cool. That's what you look like. You look like the pick me girl who just never got picked. Oh, pick me. I'm cool. Pick me. Oh,
I'm cool. My bad. Retired. I'm not breaking the law. And just because I built my brand on transparency does not mean that you're entitled to every little intimate detail of my life. Like,
if built your brand on transparency is referring to your OnlyFans, then yes, I agree with you. But with about nothing else do I agree with that. Oh,
who I am dating, or who cheated on who in past relationships of mine. That is none of your fucking business.
Then why is it on the internet? Oh.
I had no idea that people would take such enjoyment out of laughing about my story. So why didn't you come to my party? First of all, my arm was broken. I mean, was it? Because you posted on social media of you playing tennis the next day. I was tired. I use broken and tired synonymously. Jess, what you said the other day really hurt my feelings, so I kind of wanted to talk about that. I don't have that memory. I took a bunch of sleeping pills. Well, not a bunch. Like 2. So I don't remember, but I kind of remember. I remember the memory, but I don't remember. Like we were on Instagram Live and we have the video. I can play it back for you. Don't do Instagram Lives. I really want to know how much money Amber paid for this opinion piece.
These two look like they'd be great friends. I just think they have a lot of similarities, y'all. A lot of similarities between these two, most likely.
It basically says that this is a witch hunt and Johnny Depp is no saint, so we have to believe Amber. No. We know Johnny is no saint. He's a human being who has admitted to his faults and his substance use disorder, and for all intents and purposes, seems like a very genuine, sincere person who was abused by Amber. There is an unintended, I hope, unintended negative consequence to drama channels like this. And it's the person making the video probably, hopefully, has no idea what's going on to the person that they're talking about. But what you are doing by making these videos is you are getting me harassed, investigated constantly. My whole family is being harassed. I don't even have the words for it. Just the sheer enjoyment that they're getting out of trying to pick apart every single thing and tear me down is just gross. Which is probably karma for me because I think the only thing I need to be held accountable for was not being sensitive to Amber Heard. Because what I have learned is that just because a victim is not acting how you think they should doesn't mean that they were abused.
I'm back. I just need something to take the edge off. Like I'm gonna watch Methica. I might as well do it how she does her things. We gotta take that edge off, guys.
But I don't put out this hateful, mean, cruel content ever.
She's literally the capper of the year. Oh my god. Oh my lord.
What's interesting is I never say shit about money. I don't say that I have so much money. I don't talk like that. Okay.
Oh, fucking idiot. Oh my.
My doctor and my therapist both agree that pills to help me with my mental health is not good for me because I was so unbelievably sick. I was so addicted to pills that that's not the right avenue for me. And I was terrified to go down that route. I can't do antidepressants. I can't do sleeping medication. That would have caused and triggered a relapse. I would not have done them responsibly. I wouldn't have. It would not be okay for me. I know that I am unable to take a pill the right way. I can't. I know that about myself.
Taking pills is such a trigger for me. Even having a prescription pill bottle on the counter is a trigger for me.
When stimulant medication is used properly for the right diagnosis and under the care of medical professionals, the risk of...
Shout out to the dude whoever edited this video with the timestamps and everything. This is perfect. I know this video is like a year old, but this is perfect.
Habit forming or addiction to that medicine is low. That even though I posted a video announcing my new diagnosis, I never actually said what medications I'm taking. And yet I got so many comments telling me to switch medications and not take Adderall. Well, I didn't say that word. I didn't say that that's what I was taking. I never mentioned it at all. But the stigma surrounding the diagnosis and the stigma surrounding the medication that helps manage the diagnosis of ADHD is so unbelievably real that even though people didn't hear what medication I'm taking, and I'm probably never going to say it, they just assumed that it was one drug and they assumed that I could potentially abuse it or that it was dangerous. And that's just from false information being spread so often. And although it's no one's business what medication I take, I'm going to tell you, I take Adderall and I take gabapentin. I have debilitating ADHD. It's severe. If I don't take my medication,
Yo, all I'm gonna say, you can't be taking no Adderall and telling me we already know she's not sober in 100 other ways. I have ADHD, all that. I've taken Adderall. That shit got get you rolling. Am I wrong, guys? That shit get you rolling. That's just her way of being sober high, right? Oh my!
Really can't function in the same
Look
way
at her
that
face here. Like, look at her
everyone
eyes.
else
She always
can.
got them. I'm doing way too many drug eyes.
And without my medication, it is really hard for me to do basically anything. So now I am on Adderall, and I don't even take that every day. I take that as needed, which is the most helpful thing. But if you genuinely have ADHD, you're not going to get high off of it probably.
I'm diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, and MDD. Mentally, I can feel me all of a sudden almost get happy. Adderall does release dopamine, so that dopamine rush is this instant happiness now all of a sudden.
The meth high and the Adderall high are completely indistinguishable to me. And I think it's like that for most people. To me, like when I'm peaking on Adderall or I'm peaking on meth, if you put me in a blind test, I really wouldn't know the difference. The high is extremely similar, like to a T. It's almost like comparing Coca-Cola to Pepsi. And there's certain things that I liked about Adderall more, to be honest. Also, it's pharmaceutical grade.
I liked Adderall a lot more. I'd compare the Adderall high a lot cleaner high to me. Now,
Yeah, for
meth,
sure. Obviously,
like
for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure most people in this community know, the government makes the best dope. We all know that the dope from the government is the highest quality, best feeling one. Always the most addictive. All that, it's always the one from the government. Remember when they tried to say, what was it, oxys? Like, they're not addictive. They're not addictive. Oh, your knee hurts? Just take some oxys. They're not addictive.
if you use it, it can get you more up. You know what I mean? Like more like fucking going. But Adderall was like a cleaner high. I knew what I was getting every time I used it.
Adderall gave me a more of a high than methamphetamine because Adderall is pure. I mean, it's a pure, where methamphetamine is, it's the kitchen sink is what we have. But meth, I just did more of.
Educational purposes, please don't demonetize me.
January 13th, 2023 at 12:49 p.m. I took this drug test. 2 lines is negative, 1 line on the top is positive, and it is dilute or invalid if it's just blank, or the bottom line is there. 2 lines negative for math.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust these fucking caseworkers.
Here is Jessica trying to prove that I'm lying about watching her drug test herself before she had to go take a drug test for CPS. In the drug test that she took for herself, she tested positive for meth and for amphetamines, 2 separate things, for Adderall and for meth. She's trying to say that she took this drug test that I'm talking about and she videoed it, right? Okay, well, pay attention to the date. Okay, baby girl, pay attention because you forgot I had this receipt. Hold on.
Shout out to
Here's the real receipt from the real messages from the day that CPS came, which was January 6th, which was a Friday. And they told her that she had a drug test on Monday. So the drug test that I watched her clean her urine for, she started cleaning her urine on Friday, January 6th. And she went and took the drug test Monday, January 9th, and she failed it. So what she's showing you a recording of is her second drug test, which she also failed for CPS. And you want to know why she failed it? Let me show you. This was your urine, bro? You went to CPS with this as your urine? That's water, bro. Put the shovel down.
Ooh. Big sober, big sober.
But I'm sober from all hard drugs, all street drugs, and I have
He's
been.
like, let me take a shot to my sobriety. Still sober.
For a very long time.
Yeah, alcohol's a hard drug. Facts.
I can't and won't admit to things that are not happening. There is no one in my home. There is no one using in my home or selling out of my home.
Oh my God, what a horrible person.
I took down today's video because a lot of you guys were saying that the audio is messed up, it's all over the place, and he seems high. I took it down for a lot of reasons, and I get why a lot of people think that. He has tics, especially after what has happened to him recently, and he was also manic.
Look at this face. You're gonna tell me that this is a face of not somebody who hasn't been doped up like recently? Get out of here, yo. She'd be doped. I know this is old, but at this point, she'd be doping all the time.
She also says that Jason's only been sober for 2 weeks, but his start date was like April something. His end date was 5/5.
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
I did receive some comments that said, wait, what? Why are you saying that Reese relapsed and you're not saying that you relapsed when you drank alcohol? There is a very simple reason for that. When I uploaded the video of me struggling with alcohol, a relapse on alcohol, if that's what you want to call it, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I get it. I wasn't even thinking about it like that. I just titled the video what I titled the video. I'm struggling with alcohol because that was all I could think of to say at the time. But if you guys think that I need to be held accountable and use the word relapse for myself as well, then I'm totally okay with that. I get it. I did not relapse. I still have over 10 years in recovery.
Here's my thing, right? Like, if you don't like, you don't have to always be sober. If you're capable of some self-control, you don't need to be sober all the time. It's just people who don't have enough self-control who should stay sober all the time, who can't control themselves with stuff like that. Where I have the big problem with Methica Fent and why I continue to go into her, it's like same thing with 1090 Jake. Like if you just admitted the truth, you're like, I struggle with drugs, I still do them sometimes, I want to do them never, or I want to just be able to do them sometimes and be in control with it and do it in a way where it's managed and I'm an adult about it and I can say no and I do it at the right time, right place. People wouldn't have a problem with that. The reason people have a problem with Methica, among other things like putting her whole life and her family and kids on the internet, is that she can't just admit the truth and live her truth. She needs to be this beacon of hope for everybody and be so great. And the reason that never works long term is because eventually people are going to see little chinks in your armor because you're portraying something that you're not living your everyday life. So for me on YouTube, it's really easy because the stuff I tell people, although I'm not super personal about everything, is pretty much just who I am. So there's no holes in my armor to find because you just get me genuinely. When you come up here and you pretend to be a whole personality and all these things that you're not, you just turn into people hating you and hating you and hating you because you're lying and you're doing something horrible. You're trying to represent a community of a lot of hard hit suffering people that are really going through something that really need like a leader, and you're using them for money and clicks and clout. You're high in most of these videos and you're representing the sober community going on and talking about being sober. Like you're manipulating the sober community to get your drug fix, basically. It's insane. She'll go to any degree to get money. She'll use her kids. She'll use pretending to be sober. She'll use pretending to help people. She keeps saying the same thing about every man. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, yo, Jess, you are a piece of shit. A straight piece of shit. Like, how do you sleep at night? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would not. Life is too short to be worried about all this shit, all this craziness. I'm having fun making fun of it and calling it out, but like I couldn't imagine living like that and it being in your head. That must suck, Jess. That must suck. Oh, man, that must suck.
I'm not trying to minimize my struggle with alcohol, my relapse with alcohol, and I will, on occasion, drink alcohol. Well, wait, hold on, Jess. You were just struggling with alcohol. Why do you think that you can drink alcohol? Well, because I have for years and years. I'm not trying to minimize that or make Reese seem like the bad guy and me seem like the hero, or I don't know.
I already saw people saying like, well, it's your fault. It's your fault because you smoke weed. Like, he doesn't really smoke weed like that. Like, he drank for years before me. It's not my fault that he smokes meth. Like, it's not my fucking fault, you know?
So I've never really, truly, single-handedly struggled with just alcohol until now. At this point in my life, I had maybe 2 months sober from H, but I was like binge drinking like a fish. And in my deluded mind, I'm like, I'm so sober. Like, I was blacked out drunk every night. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm killing it. I'm doing so good. I'm so strong. I can go help him. I truly believed that. And in that moment, my intentions were good. At 12 years old, I took my first sip of alcohol and I suffered from mental illness. I was so depressed that at 12 years old, I thought alcohol changed my brain and made me happy and not socially weird and not fucking depressed. So I chased that. This was an actual conversation I had with a teacher in my high school. Oh, it's really good to see you working on. Wait, what is this that you're doing? That's not our material. Yeah, it's not. It's for college student. A college student? Why are you doing someone else's homework? Who is Steven? Yeah, that's not really any of your business. I'm your teacher. It's my business. What are you, 4 months behind? Why aren't you doing your own homework? 5 months, and you don't pay me to work on any of this.
She's so cool. She was such a badass in high school. The pick me girl, if you've ever seen one. Pick me. I'm just the coolest badass, just to try hard.
So, pay you? They're paying you to work on this homework? Oh my God, you're still here. You could always expel me and then I'll have more time to make money and not be here. I'm gonna call your father. That'll give you something to do then, won't it?
Guarantee that is not at all how that went down. But she was probably one of those girls in school who always just like tried to get in trouble and be like anti-authority just because it's like the pick me girl. I'm cool. I got to fit in, like loser. What kind of photo is this?
Hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery who has been to prison, who now has a bachelor's degree in correctional program support services with an under in psychology. Whew, that's a lot to say. I know I should have been a lawyer instead of like, going to prison. Moving on.
And I think because I'm slightly a narcissist and I think everything's about me. So if you're unhappy or having a bad day, I think it's because of something I've done. And sometimes I don't realize that it's just maybe because you're unhappy and you're having a bad day.
I think a lot of people have narcissistic tendencies. I do not think that you're a narcissist.
Anyone, any couple, any people I've seen that use the word narcissist a lot are always the narcissists. Normal people don't be using that word very often.
At all.
So
you don't gaslight me. There's not abuse in this relationship. That's not what it is. For you to say that like you think everything's about you, I just think you take things really personally. That does not make you narcissistic. Yeah. And I have a degree in that. So he's not narcissistic. That is something I could never work through. I could not work through narcissistic abuse, and that's not what this is. Thank God. God. So when I said that he is a covert narcissist, I did not say that without truly believing that in my freaking bones. Like, yeah, I can't diagnose him, but I know what I am experiencing is narcissistic abuse. And I've studied psychology and mental health long enough to know that this person is a narcissist. We all have a little bit of narcissism, but there are people that have narcissistic personality disorder, and you can't cure it. You can't cure it.
The number one type of college you want to avoid is going to be the online for-profit university mills. It's been in the news. All you have to do is type in sketchy online for-profit schools. A list of them will pop up.
The University of Phoenix, huh?
The degree that you get is not going to be respected by any hiring manager or business owner. If they see that you graduated from that university, they are going to throw your resume in the trash can. It might even be better for you to not have any degree at all than to have a degree from one of those universities.
Hey, I was just robbed. All right, relax. Where did this happen? I was on the south side.
Look at those eyes.
South side. It's a rough neighborhood. Is there any reason why you were walking there by yourself at 1 o'clock? It's where I live. I was walking home from the bar. I live on the south side. And is that what you were wearing? What? Yes. We have eyewitness testimony that said that you gave money to a man off of 35th earlier today. A homeless person. Yeah, I see. So you have a history of giving away your money. Are you sure you just didn't have a little too much to drink and hand over your money? What? Obviously just an analogy, but we need to treat victims of SA a hell of a lot better. They are not responsible for assault.
That was the worst analogy ever. That was the dumbest, lowest IQ, fucking brain rotted analogy of life. Oh my God.
So at this point, I had come through this jail a few times, and the officers knew me, and I would make jokes with them. And going through intake, being naked with this one female CO that had to change me out, I would make jokes with her, and she'd look away, and I'd make her uncomfortable. But I would put, and cops never found it. So I would take this part of my jeans, and I would cut the inside seam right here, and I would slide the wax bags in here. And I made this CO very uncomfortable, and I took the bags, there was 2 of them, outside. I took them out of that little place, and I put them in my mouth. And she'd already checked my mouth. So then I put on my jumpsuit, my orange jumpsuit, and when I was putting it on, I took them out of my bag and I put them in my jumpsuit, and I was very carefully putting on my jumpsuit. I'm like, please don't fall out, please don't fall out, please don't fall out. So yeah, I also had taken it into the jail, and I was trying to wean myself off, but I didn't do it the right way, and I ended up going through detox in the county jail, and it was really, really painful and rough.
I think I've seen this film
The
before.
place you just described, every CO ever is checking that place on your pants. Like, that's like the oldest, like, known place. Like, get out of here.
And I didn't like the ending.
Oh, damn, she's chilling with child abusers now.
Now, I am never
Oh,
gonna
no, take that Steelers shirt off. Bitch, you are not allowed to wear that.
glamorize violence or brag or say,
wear
I'm
that.
so tough. You know, like, I have to get the upper hand, and that's kind of why I always throw the first punch. So I'm scrappy, but I'm small. So, you know, I can outfight you just with stamina because I'm small and I'm scrappy.
What makes, you know, my brand so unique is that I put it all out there. All the dirty laundry, all the stuff. My life is not Instagram. My life is not perfect, and I share all of that, you know, every struggle I have.
All right, well, shout out to this channel. Let me show it for y'all right here. Drip God. Go subscribe to them. That was a dope video. I think they got a longer one too as well. So yeah, just something easy for us, some easy Jessica Kent content today. Like I said, I got a more produced video coming out most likely Monday, so stay tuned for that. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything down in the comments that you want me to hear. Other than that, I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna go rest. Stay blessed. Stay great. Fuck Jessica Kent. Peace out.